everybody, and welcome to another Thrillridesphotography mini vlog and live stream. So today the purpose of the live stream is going to be talking about your reactions to the world's worst roller coaster. But first of all, we'll kind of get into some kind of news and some little bits that I just want to touch on. So first of all, a great thing for us this weekend in the UK. So the Alton Towers Gardens are officially open from tomorrow. I unfortunately won't be there, but I know there will be a few people going there to walk around the gardens and that as well. So good luck to them guys. I look forward to kind of seeing what is available once it's all open. But what is great news for us as well is we do believe that the UK parks will be open very soon. So we're looking around about the 4th of July for the parks to open. I've got some kind of time kind of planned for that time of time. So the idea would be is I can get to quite a few while being there. So my plan would be to get to Alton Towers, would be trying to get to Blackpool, Thorpe Park and Chessington, all in kind of a one kind of purpose trip. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to kind of for them to open and finally start being able to get back out into the parks and enjoying the time, you know, back in the parks and getting some updates for you guys. So yeah, really good time for us. Hopefully, I know the American parks are now nearly full in swing now, so they've got a few more finally opening soon. So yeah, it's a great opportunity for us to start getting back. I think what was quite, you know, kind of relevant for us is that you had the UK parks open before the American parks, and then you had little bits later on. Noel, I'm just going to add you in for 2 seconds. Let's get you in to the live stream. If anybody does want to join at any point, you're more than welcome to. So yeah, and we'll get you in as best that we can do to get you to join. So, so the plan is for these videos to go straight into the YouTube channel as well at some point. But yeah, just going to see if that comes through now, and if it does, we'll get you in. If not, then we'll carry on going through as well. But sometimes I know that the actual live stream does get stuck. But the plan is, guys, if you do want to join, you're more than welcome to join. Just press the join button, and if I've not got anyone on there or I'm not talking about something, I'm more than welcome to get you to join in as well. So yeah, so that's my kind of trips as well. Hopefully everyone does stay safe while they're at the parks, and they do you know, kind of respect the staff while being there, but also at the same time enjoy yourselves and stay safe as well. So social media platforms, so as you guys know, so obviously you've got your Instagram that you're watching at the moment, which is the main kind of platform for myself. You've got then Twitter, which is TR Photography 23. And see if I can get you back in again. See if I can do that again for you now. Go. So yeah, I'm kind of you know, the Twitter's doing really well. You know, at the moment, I'm kind of really enjoying it. How you doing? Hello. I can't hear you very well. Let's see if I can turn you up and see if it's that. How you doing?
Good, good, good. How are you doing?
I am good, thank you. I am good. Welcome to the live stream.
Thank you, thank you. I'm from Switzerland. I'm a great roller coaster fan.
Oh, so, wow.
Yes. My dream is to go in the Six Flags Park.
Yeah.
My favorite coaster is the King Dakar. Yes.
Oh, nice.
We have in Europe, we have not so good fair parks. Also, the Europa Park. Do you know the Europa Park? It's in Germany.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been to Europa Park. So I'm from the UK. So Europe Parks is something that I go to quite regularly.
Yeah, it's a very nice park, but the roller coasters there are not so spectacular. So
yeah,
I like big roller coasters. So yeah.
So have you been to America before?
No. But my sister was in America, and then she was in the Six Flags, and she drive with the King Dakar, and she said it's a very nice roller coaster. So
yes, yeah, it's a fantastic ride, and it's definitely one to try and get out there for. You've got some really good coasters at that park as well. So you've got El Toro as well, which is another great coaster as well.
I have one question. I have
Yeah.
one question to you. What's your favorite park and what's your favorite roller coaster?
Well, weirdly, so it depends really what I'm going after. If you was going to kind of say the ultimate park to go to, I think Cedar Point would definitely be a park that would be the ultimate to go to. When I went there, I absolutely enjoyed it, and I can see the magic in it. When you stand outside the entrance, it just, you don't realise you're there, especially coming from Europe like ourselves. You don't realise, you know, how special that entrance is until you get there, especially kind of being fans as we are. So yeah, Cedar Point. In terms of Europe, I absolutely adore Wallaby Holland because I think there's a few things for that. First of all, I think that the actual staff and the social media team are fantastic. The park is very good. They've got some really good rides there as well, especially Untamed is a great ride as well. In terms of roller coasters, it's really difficult. I don't really do a top 10 because it depends on different circumstances for me that makes different variations. So, for instance, it depends on the day and how long you're waiting in the queue. So I went on Still Vengeance and I didn't rate it very high because I was waiting 2 hours in the line for a queue with no phone, no bag, no camera, no nothing. So that's something like that, which was, you know, a kind of a bit of a pain. So even though the ride was fantastic, the overall experience for me wasn't the greatest. Where somewhere like Fury 325, there was walk on all day. It was a great roller coaster. The staff were getting involved in that as well. So Fury 325 slightly nudged it for me in that sense. But then you've got Zandra as well from Energylandia, which is another great roller coaster as well, which it's the only ride I've ever come out off shaking of adrenaline when I was on it.
Yeah. And what is for you the important thing by a roller coaster? For me, it's an important thing that a roller coaster is fast. But what is for you the important thing by a roller coaster?
Yeah, so it's a few different variations really. So it has to be fun. It has to be there has to be airtime. I don't really worry too much around the actual kind of speed and that as well. You know, you look at Untamed, for instance, which isn't actually a fast roller coaster, but is really enjoyable. So yeah, it just there's a lot to it that, you know, really makes it as well for me. So, you know, the actual thrills, the air times, the transitions make a massive difference. Taron's a great example of that. You know, the
Yeah,
transitions in Taron is fantastic.
Taron is very nice, but I was in the Heide Park. Do you know the
Yeah,
Heide Park in
I
Germany?
do. Yeah,
And then I was on the wing coaster, and
yeah,
I like wing coasters, but I like more inverted coaster. But this wing coaster was my absolutely favorite wing coaster.
very
So
smooth, aren't they?
yes, very smooth. Um, the yes, and the queue line was very nice. So
Yeah,
it was a really nice queue line. What I like by American parks, the
yeah,
queue lines are bigger. So in Germany are the queue lines smaller, and in America gives fantastic queue lines. So
yeah.
that I like on American coasters.
If you like long queue lines, go to Energylandia and you'll see the longest queue lines in the world. Then it takes about 10 minutes to walk from the start of Zanja's queue line to the end.
Oh, that is very long. But
Yeah,
I was for 2 months. I was in the Europa Park. No, for 6 months I was in the Europa Park. Um,
yeah,
the beautiful queue line in the Europa Park is by the Wildfire mega coaster.
yeah. Because the queue line goes to the side of the launch as well, doesn't it?
Yes, and that is very nice. That I like by this roller coaster. And then I was in the Gardaland, but I
Yeah,
don't know the name from the coaster, but it was a very nice queue line.
yeah.
It was a newer coaster, but I don't know the name from this coaster. I
It wasn't
forget.
Oblivion, was it?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
No.
It was a coaster with white tracks.
Oh, I know which one it is, and I can't remember what it is now. Yeah, I know which one it is. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And what I find so cool is the Europa Park have a great community. So
Yeah.
the park has a very big community from Germany, from Austria, from Switzerland, from France. Yes, and that I find very nice. So the
Yeah.
Europa Park is
Definitely.
for me in Europe one of the beautiful park I have ever seen.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Awesome. It was really nice chatting to you. Thanks for joining us on the live stream.
Thank you, thank you. I have one question. Can you
Yeah.
follow me?
What's that? Sorry.
Can you follow me?
Drop me a DM and I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Drop me a DM and I'll see what we can do.
Okay. See you. Bye.
See you
Thank you
later.
for
Thank you for
joining.
joining us. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Right, here we go. So we've just gone over that. So it's a bit of a weird one for me. I don't have a standout coaster. You know, there's different variations of what I do. Is it the one you're hanging down? Is it the one you're hanging down? I don't know what you mean there. So, guys, if you do want to join us on the live stream, just hit the button there. We'll try and get you in as best as we can do. So, yeah, we're going to try and start the actual little bits that we can do at the moment. So, just a quick one before. Obviously, we're talking about different variations. So, do I watch The Walking Dead? I don't, and we do talk about The Walking Dead ride in a little bit. In terms of one of the worst coasters that we've got. Have you been to Wallaby Holland? I have been to Wallaby Holland a number of times, and I think it's an absolutely fantastic park. One of my favourites, and Scott, with the marketing guy over there, is a genius as well with his teddy bear coaster. Things as well, kind of advertisement and marketing. It even went over to America and was on American news stations. Just shows you the power of sometimes social media. Do you think Busch Gardens coasters are awesome? I do. Coomba for me is probably the best one that I enjoyed there. I think Coomba is a fantastic coaster. Montu is also another good coaster as well. So yeah, I think some really good. And Shikra, 3 great rides there, and obviously getting Iron Gwazi at some point as well. Do you want to join a Minecraft server? My son probably do, but I won't. What do you think about the riots going on at the moment? I'll discuss that on a separate thing on there as well. You know, it's a sad state of affairs where we're in at the moment, and it shouldn't be happening at all in this day and age. It's just really saddening to see. You know, you kind of look at the videos at the moment, and this stuff shouldn't be happening in 2020. It's disgusting, really. So. But yeah, I'll discuss that at a different time. But you know, respect to everybody. Everybody should really love each other and definitely not do the stuff that you know, some people are doing to each other. And also at the same time, Twitter as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on Twitter as well. People being rude to each other and that as well, and calling out, and some really bad stuff going on. I don't embrace it at all, and I just got no time for it whatsoever. I'm in this community for a reason. That's to post my photos that I do there and to enjoy roller coasters, not to get into name calling and stuff like that. So it's definitely not something that I'm going to be definitely getting involved with. It's disgusting behaviour, and I just think it's not a platform that I want to be a part of. Also, at the same time, the guys should be ashamed of themselves that are doing it as well. So I've only been to Wallaby Holland since the Corona stuff. I have to say they've done really well. They did it. You know, they were getting ready for it as well, and they're also at the same time they were very, very good at keeping us entertained with their marketing. One the cake, one the rubber duck, and then also at the same time as well the teddy bears on the Untamed as well. So yeah, so just quickly on the YouTube. So obviously YouTube's going really well for us there. So around about 850 followers so far. So if you are watching this, you know, thank you for subscribing. If you are watching it on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, guys, go over and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It will then get me available to go to more parks, more photos for you guys, more content, more stuff that I'm doing as well. I did do a video the other day. So I was down at the docks by me, where they had the Disney cruise liner down there. and it was supposed to be the NHS clapping night, and unfortunately I was expecting the actual Disney Cruise Liner to set off their horns, but unfortunately they didn't. So it's actually one of the worst vlogs I've ever done. Do I post it, yes or no? So guys, just quickly now, do I post that video or not? It's embarrassing, but it is quite funny. Josh, I'm just gonna add you in now, so bear with me a second and we'll get you added in. And then you can ask me any questions that you want. So Josh, I'm just requesting now. So hello Josh, how are you?
Good.
Good. Are you outside? Wow.
What was that?
You're outside?
Yep. So
where are you, Josh?
What?
Where are you in the world?
California.
Where is that?
The United States.
Oh, nice. Okay, welcome.
Hello.
What's your question? Oh, nice. One of my biggest following states is California.
Yeah. So I have a couple questions about Six Flags.
Okay.
So what's your favorite ride at Magic Mountain?
So at Magic Mountain, it's difficult really. I can tell you my worst, if that helps.
Yeah. Viper?
Okay, my worst is, I know it's controversial, and I know I got a beating over it before, but it was X2.
X2? Yeah, because
X2 was my worst.
It hits your head?
Yeah, so I understand people's comments, because I understand that, you know, if you sit on a certain place on the roller coaster and certain things, you should be able to enjoy it. But a great roller coaster, you should be able to sit anywhere on the ride and be able to enjoy it. And with X, I've literally felt like a concussed when I came off it. The actual going up the lift hill and the first drop was phenomenal. But after that, I just found it so rough, I didn't actually enjoy the ride whatsoever.
I found out that if you sit in the back, you'll head more because of the momentum going back there. Yeah,
I think I'm going to take the approach of, I always said I would never ride it again, but I should kind of go with a sense of, I should really give it another opportunity.
Got it. And then
so if I do go at some point, I will.
What about Green Lantern?
I don't like them type of rides. I think they're absolutely rubbish. I just don't get them whatsoever. I don't really enjoy the fact of just swinging backwards and forths and not knowing the actual motion of what you're going in. So for me, I'm not a fan of them at all. I've been on a few. A great adventure one I went on to as well. They're not for me. I don't like them really.
Well, thank you.
No problem at all. So what's your worst ride that you've been on?
At Six Flags?
Any park really.
Park. I don't know. I think I would have to stay local and say probably let me see. Batman the ride at Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Oh really? What made you mountain?
The G forces make you want to pass out. It's just I just don't think it's a very good ride.
Yeah. I tell you what, a great ride that I liked at Six Flags was actually Goliath, because it's a totally different ride to any other ride in that park. And for me, it was the one that stood out the most when I was there, because it was so different to everything else.
And the lap bar is really loose on that one. So I know there's not on that coaster, but when there's a little bit, and then when there is, you actually get lifted up a little bit. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was just a great ride from start to finish. I really enjoyed it. And yes, I think if that ride was at any other park, that it would get a lot more credit than what it does.
Yeah. Six Flags Magic Mountain, it's just, I feel like it's kind of hard to rate the coasters because they just have so many.
Yeah, it is just coaster. I mean, you got Tatsu as well, an absolutely fantastic flying coaster as well. You know, the G-force on that, you know, through that Immelin loop is just incredible. I mean, you just feel that you're going to pass that every single time you're on it. You know, And again, people don't talk about it because there's too many roller coasters, which asks the question in a way: does too many coasters in the park wreck a park?
Yeah, yeah. You can't.
You know, so
crowded there, so you can't really ride them all in one day, I feel like.
Correct. Yeah, correct as well. So, but any other questions?
No, I'm good.
Thank you for joining the live stream.
Thank you.
And thanks for being a follower as well. See you later. Thank you. Bye. There we go. So we've got some more questions. We will get into the at least favourite in Hollywood is Ride Rocket. Yeah, Jesus. I went on the back of that, and yeah, it was a killer. I went on the front. I actually totally enjoyed the ride a lot more, which you can see in the vlogs as well. When will your home park be opening? So I believe it's the 4th of July we're going to be open. So and that will hopefully be Fort Park. So the plan is to get out to Fort Park to do Alton Towers, Blackpool, Chessington, all in the kind of same kind of few weeks in that same kind of week. So let's give it a go, hopefully. Should we get into the topic? If there is any more people that want to join the live stream and ask some questions, jump on board, guys. I'm more than happy to let you in, and we'll also have a quick chat while we're there. It's nice to kind of get some feedback as well. So I'm just going to load up on here. So about a week ago, I asked the questions out there. You know, what are the worst coasters that you've been on? And we've kind of got a list as well. So some of them I know. So let's get Christy in 2 seconds. Let's get you in. And then we'll see what we can talk about from Six Flags, because in that sense as well. Let's quickly get you in. Hello, how you doing?
Hi.
Welcome to the live stream and the YouTube video. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good, good. What's your question?
My question is, what is your favorite RMC?
My favorite RMC? Oh, good question. You know what? Is there a bad RMC, first of all?
Yeah.
So there's okay. So I'm going to have to go. Steel Vengeance is probably going to be the best one out there. At the moment, in terms of we're talking about open at the moment. So Steel Vengeance will definitely be out there as probably the best that they've ever done.
Yeah.
Zandra, in terms of ground up, was also a phenomenal coaster. Just ground up from the actual structure of it to the actual airtime, the speed. They just went, you know what, just build a coaster that you want to do. And RMC just went, okay, that's fine. We're just going to do it. And they did it very well. And then you've got Wildfire as well, which is another ground up terrain RMC, which was at, you know, kind of in Sweden. And again, that's just a phenomenal coaster for what it is, you know. So, you know, I don't think I've really been on the bad. I think my worst one was probably Joker, to be fair. I think Joker was just, there was something missing from Joker. And I think that's probably, for me, the worst one that I've been on.
Wow.
How about you?
I've never been on RMC before.
Yeah.
RMC would be my first RMC, so I'm very excited for that one. And
you're going to go on one of the best ones straight away. It's all going to come down from there.
Yeah, it's not just like an amateur RMC here. This is not like a little one. This is like massive. It's not like.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it? It really is. I've been watching the construction for some time, so and it's fantastic. It looks great.
Yeah.
But what a home park you've got, to be fair. I mean, Jesus, Busch Gardens is an absolutely fantastic park.
Yeah, the quality is awesome. I like what they do, the cleaning stuff. They're really good. They're really pretty big park, and the safari tour was pretty good. I like the safari.
Yeah, I just really enjoyed it. It's really did. Sheikah's my favourite dive coaster. It's a fantastic ride. You know, Coomba. B&M don't make them like that anymore. I think Coomba was the last of the dying breeds that really forceful B&M coast rides.
Coomba is very intense. Yeah. In the back row, back it's really tense. There's one element that is pretty good. The Cobra Road in the back row is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think is it the third inversion on Coomba is fantastic. We got someone. Oh, you've been. Who's that with you?
My sister.
Hi, sister. How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good.
But yeah, some fantastic rides. I'm looking forward to got you guys getting on Iron Gwazi. Unfortunately, we won't be getting over to America. The UK won't be getting over to America for until next year. Now, I don't think we've got a travel ban and we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So you'll have to feed to us how it was.
Mhm.
So, any other questions?
Have you been on Falcon's Fury?
Falcon Fury? Falcon's Fury. Yes, I did. If you watch the Busch Gardens vlog, let's give her a wave. Hi! How you doing?
Good.
Are you a coaster fan as well?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. What's your favourite then? Favourite ride?
What's your favorite
I
ride?
like Montu and Cheetah Hunt, Busch Gardens.
Yeah, definitely. Montu, definitely. Cheetah Hunt, I just felt that it needs a bit more punch on the launches, what I felt. But the transition bit, the cheetah bit is great.
It's just really smooth. I like it because it's smooth.
Yeah, definitely. Front and back row on that ride, like I've just been saying. You know, a good coaster, you can sit on any seat and it's a great ride.
It's a very great ride, yeah.
Yeah. But for me, Shikra is a fantastic, really is a fantastic.
Shikra.
Well, we were there 7 times in a row. It was like...
Really?
Yeah, when it was like closing, they just let us go 7 times in a row. We just kept doing it.
Wow. I just love it. It's just that I think, you know, I've been on quite a few, Valravn as well, loads of them, and I still think that Shikra is one of them better ones out there, definitely.
We got stuck on Falcon's Fury before.
At the top?
Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of like
no, you didn't.
Yeah.
They dropped us facing forward without telling us. They just dropped us.
Oh my God! I'm in the vlog. I'm on it, and you can hear my voice as I don't like drop terrors. I don't like them at all. But yeah, in the vlog you can see what I'm like on it. I just don't like it. But I did it. I did it. So I wanted.
Yeah. Iron Gwazi looks pretty good. The drop on it. If you're in the back row, it's gonna be like the speechless. How you say like can say a word after the drop. Like,
yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think you're going to get thrown off at the back, definitely. Yeah.
Saying in the back row went over the beyond vertical. It's 91 degrees when you drop.
Yeah.
Do you like the best moment? I don't know about element, but like very good moment. But like I think the outer bank turn or the first twist under the lift hill, pretty good.
Yeah. I think the outer bank when you do it on Steel Vengeance is a fantastic element. So even I think on there you'll see it as well.
But a lot of people are saying that Steel Vengeance is is like overrated, and our Gwazi is not as overrated. It's maybe somewhere in the middle. But
yeah, it depends. The coasters have their followings, and that's the problem. And the problem is, if something is number one, people start hating on it. That's the problem.
So yeah,
right.
My favorite, my worst coaster is on a SLC. I've been on a SLC. It's probably the least favorite coaster I've ridden. Yeah,
that comes up quite a lot in my answers to people as well. SLCs are the worst. So I know there's quite a few out there, and I don't think there is a decent one out there. I've even been on the brand new one, and it's still no good.
Yeah, like some coasters are really rough. You know, some of them are really smooth. Scorpion was pretty rough, and and like the one at Six Flags Over Georgia was pretty rough. Yeah, and the SLC probably the worst out of them. So.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. Thank you for being a follower, and I'll speak to you all soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Also, so that's 3 joined us so far. Just want to join us, you're more than welcome to join us. It's a great way of getting interacting with you guys, and you can ask me some questions. What is the most overrated coaster? Icon or big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, generally for me, is kind of one that people just rant about and say that it's good when it actually isn't as good as it is. Most underrated, little things like Oblivion, you know, and stuff like that. I think Avalanche and I think it's another good one as well. So, but guys, if you do want to join me on the live stream itself, go ahead. So we're going to get into some of the worst coasters in the world voted for by you guys as well. So we've got Dan's The Theme Park, and it's any Vekoma SLC. Nothing gives me more pain. So yeah, I agree. So there is a lot of ones with that answer in there as well, and we'll go for them at some point as well. So I was trying to look up this. So Flona Fullis, I think it is. So every Interpark Wild Winds, which I don't even know what that is, because I've tried to Google it to have a look what it is, and I haven't got a clue. So unfortunately, I don't know what that is. If you guys do know, obviously let me know. The live stream is now stuck again. So, but yeah, these, yeah, I wish Busch Gardens from my home park. I've never been to Oakwood. I'm looking forward to getting there at some point. It's just too far for me to travel. But yeah, you know, it's a part that I will get to at some point. The worst coaster in the world is El Condor Wallaby. Yeah, it is. Getting new trains though in the next few years, so hopefully that might make an improvement on it as well. So we've got Rare S1313. It says Vortex. I didn't really think that was that bad, to be fair. So you know, it's a bit of a weird one to come up with. So least favourite coaster is Demon at Six Flags Great America, because it's rough and headbanging central. You know, I don't, and that's from Potatoes R2. So I don't really think that's that bad of a ride, really. You know, guys, comment if it is. We'll try and get some of the POVs as I'm kind of talking through this in the actual live stream itself. So we've got Ivid O2 Hero at Flamingo Land. So painful and discomfort in one ride. It's crap, isn't it? That's all I can say on that one. Why would you want to be in a cage going around a coaster for lying down? It's just unbelievable. It's just rubbish. Let's talk about Colossus, over the shoulder restraints. It is what it is, Colossus. It isn't the greatest of rides, and I always, if I go on it, always sit towards the first train. If I don't get on the first train, I ain't going on it. It's a shame that they can't change that over to kind of lap bar, but I don't think they will, and I think they'll still keep that ride for a long time. It's a great marketing ploy, Colossus, and generally it's still one of the biggest lines in the park, so why would they get rid of it? So UK Thrills kiddie coasters, I managed to find them enjoyable out of every other kiddie coaster. So kiddie coaster, I managed to find some enjoyment out of non-coasters as well. I don't know what that kind of means. Hero, the coffin ride, Aidan Wildman. Yeah, again, someone's brought that up as well. So yeah, what a rubbish ride that is as well. Blue Tornado at Garland. I don't really know what that one is. I've not seen the POV for that one. So Blue Tornado, it vibrates a lot. Berry San Omans is El Condor at Wallaby Holland. Again, I've talked about how good the actual rides are there, but there is some really shocking ones as well, which is like that. And they know that as well, to be fair. They know it's a rubbish ride, but, you know, why not? Just going to have a drink, guys. Hope everyone is enjoying the live stream so far. So we've got Limit Heidi Park of Vekoma SLC. Don't have to say anything else, and that's from Kenya X. So a controversial one coming up. So the Ben G Muff in the big one. So spine adjusting first drop and then becomes a monorail for the rest of, and is done. I totally agree. To be fair, it's the first drop is the best bit of it, and then after that point, it is pretty much shot. They're just being on a little monorail going around the park. You know, there were so many elements. When the original first drop was on there, you know, that used to go over that the first airtime hill a lot quicker, but not anymore. It just literally ponders over there. So for me, you know, it's not the greatest of rides. I wouldn't say it's the worst one in the world, but I do think it's a rubbish, you know, rubbish kind of ride compared to what we could have had, like the sakes of Magnum and stuff like that. So Ruben Randelet, I think that is. So Condor Wallaby Holland is the worst SLC out there again. I agree with that one as well. Never been to Blackpool, but the big one looks pretty average apart from the first drop. Yeah, I agree. Definitely as well. So Jack, I'm just going to add you in now. 2 seconds, mate. I'll get you in. And the big one is a bone shaker. Yeah, once you get past that first drop, there isn't much really more.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm alright. How are you?
I am good, thank you. The world famous Jack at the moment. So, why are you world famous?
Basically, guys in the chat, I was on Alton Towers Instagram for a birthday cake that got made for me by my auntie, like last year.
Yes. Yeah. And what an awesome cake it looked as well.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, it did. It looked great. Looked great. Have you got any questions, or what is your worst coaster that you've been on?
I've only really been to Merlin Park, so probably Colossus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It's not a great. It's not the worst. I mean,
yeah,
it's not great, but it's not too mean. It's just really rough. Say when you go at the back, or like any road but front row. Front row, I'd say is bearable, but I think it's the sea serpent. I think that's what it's called. It's the roughest part.
Yeah.
That bit hurts.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I do agree. It's you know, I think it's still going to stay for a long time because that coaster is very good marketing. I really do.
It is a good ride, and it's good for marketing, and obviously contributes. But yeah,
definitely.
Just not. I'm not a massive fan of it.
No, there we go. So we've got a Colossus there as well. The Colossus comes up quite a bit in these little lists that I've got as well. So as I'm reading out at the moment. So
yeah,
but yeah, it's definitely. But yeah, great speaking to you, Jack. We are going to get you on at some point. I just at the moment just busy and stuff. I'm just literally just falling into place wherever I can.
Yeah, all right.
All right, catch up with you soon, mate. See you later. Thanks for joining us.
Mate. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
So what we've got in here, so Black Road 86. So yeah, Bone Shaker there, and also Hero is like riding a bike with square wheels. It is without a doubt as well. So is it Kelowna? I think it is. It can be the worst, which is an old Vekoma, which is a Park Asterix. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Oh, it was just rough as anything. Absolutely rubbish ride. Looks impressive, to be fair, but yeah, not really the greatest as well. So, but yeah. So, and what we've got here. So here, here's May's idea if a coaster gets rough and then Park doesn't want to get rid of it and then retrack it. You know what? They could retrack the big one and make it smooth in certain places as well. Where they did do it, there was a massive difference. But how long do you keep going with that as well? So, but yeah, guys, keep commenting, keep posting. If you want to join the live stream, guys, get on, put the request in, and I'll try and get you in as best as I can do. So let's carry on through the live, the questions. So M.D_101. Worst one I've been on is Infusion or the Big Dipper. So yeah, two rides there. So Vekoma SLC again is another one. Big Dipper, to be fair, isn't as bad as the Grand National. I think the Grand National is even worse than that. But so yeah, for me, I would probably take Grand National over as well. I would 100% be up for to write the Grand National or RMC. You know, RMC, I know there's going to be controversial over this and people keep saying about it, but unfortunately, You know, I don't think he can due to planning and stuff as well. But you know, that I don't know what they're going to do with these rides. They're going to have to put a lot of investment into it at some point if they are a listed ride and they can't get rid of them. So what else we got? So we've got Lewis One, a hero at Flamingo Land again. It's been brought up quite a few times on that as well. The worst I've ridden is Stampedia at Portaventura, I believe that is. It's the only ride that's ever injured me by getting off. I literally had bruises off it when I came off that ride. I didn't like it in the slightest. Coaster Express at at Park Warner is the longest wooden coaster in Europe, but it's awful. It wasn't that great when I was there, and it definitely hasn't got any better. I know that they're doing a lot of track work, and I think it still hasn't really helped in the slightest. So thanks for that one. We've got Coaster Boy 447, Green Lantern. A lot of people talking about Green Lantern being one of the worst as well. Unfortunately, it's because Six Flags couldn't keep their hands off it, and they ended up kind of breaking it or making it worse. Adaconda at King's Dominion, the turns into the brake run slam your neck into the harness really bad. Yeah, I hate harsh braking, and you get them on wild mouses and stuff as well. But yeah, again, not a great ride if you're going to get slammed into the actual thing itself. So we've got XTR Scrapers, Green Lantern. Was the first flight. It was very painful, jerky, short as well, no airtime. Overall, just sucked as well. So another one there for a Green Lantern. So we've got what else we got? So we've got Devon Hawks Coaster Rider. So which is he says a wild mouse is. I did wonder what you would mean in terms of terrain. So yeah, retrack is definitely needed, or RMC. But yeah, I did wonder what terrain. I was what? So yeah, finally, yeah, he got there as well. So, but yeah, so Soaring Eagle at Luna Park, most uncomfortable ride I have ridden, and transition sucks as well. Yeah, I can't remember what the other one was called as well. There, I can't remember. The orange one, whatever that is as well. I didn't really find that enjoyable at Luna Park as well. So American Screen Machine, It's So Rough. Okay, that's the first one times that's come up as well. So we've got SoCal Coasters, says Grizzly, and not for the reason of actually being a rough ride, just because it's boring, bad pacing, no airtime, no lateral, and no positive. It's just not fun at all. So, you know, a different perspective there of it, you know, by saying that. So, yeah, I quite enjoyed it. There isn't much to it, I agree. Is it a bad ride? Not really. You know, they've got, you know, 2 wooden coasters there. Was it 3 wooden coasters? There, you know, I think they've done well with it, to be fair. I would never class it as a bad one. Vortex at Kings Island was awful. Again, you know, it was one of them, wasn't it? It was an arrow, I believe it was an arrow ride. You know, it wasn't the greatest, wasn't the best, but, you know, there is worse, I believe. So, you know, thanks for that one. So that was from Coaster Wyatt. Green Lantern, again, another one for Green Lantern. I think we're getting a trend here. Infusion is there as well. So with Reese, I said that Infusion is one of the worst. Diary of a Roller Coaster, T3, a typical SLC, but the awesome crackberry trains that cut your legs off in circulation as well. So yeah, I agree. And she's been to some places as well, so she does know her stuff on that as well. So well done there. Great answer. But I think that's just an SLC altogether, isn't it? Green Lantern comes up against a Jack Hutchin video. Green Lantern again shows as a bad roller coaster. Demon at Six Flags Great America, because neck and back hurt for at least 1 to 2 days later. Hi Alex, thanks for joining the live stream. Hope you're enjoying it. We're just talking the world's worst coasters at the moment, voted for by you guys. So it's not there anymore, but Corkscrew. So Ben Field, 1995. But he said Corkscrew at Alton Towers, which isn't there anymore. So yeah, I didn't think it was that bad really. I think there's a lot worse out there than that. But yeah, that's what he said. CP Freak 75, a long-term fan of the channel. Rip Ride Rocket, no force, too many brake runs, and uncomfortable ride. I agree. I don't think it's a great ride at all, but unfortunately, it is a really famous ride. Being at Universal, there are so many videos and marketing and stuff done from there as well. I can see why. Someone else, Green Lantern again, keeps getting brought up. So Reeves, hi, how you doing? Hope you are well. We're just talking at the moment the world's worst roller coaster, so give us your feedback below and we'll call that out. Viper at Six Flags Magic Mountain, ride is fun, cool, but head always hurts afterwards because of rows 4 to 10. Viper, I didn't think it was as bad, but I just come off X2, so I probably think it was actually quite a nice, pleasant ride compared to X2. For me, X2 was probably you know, one of the worst for me, just because of obviously the head banging and the you know, the things as well. The boring because it's big. It's the most boring layout and hurts, and it also just being microwaved. I don't know what that means, but yeah, big one. Another shout out doing there as well. We've got Tech Chart 11551. Nighthawk as well, which is at Carowinds. Yeah, I kind of agree. It wasn't the pleasant flying coaster in the world and just takes so long to get on it. Because of the terrible rattle, the shake in the flying position, it's just incredibly bad. Yeah, I agree. What else we got? So we've got Blue Tornado at Garland again. So we've got another Garland post there. Let's see what else we've got. El Condor, because it's the oldest SLC again. So Daniel on there, give us that answer. The late mean streak, one back row ride, bruised my tailbone. Couldn't sit right for a month, oh God. Yeah, Mean Street was quite bad, but they still had its fans. I missed the theme parks. So where were you from, Reeves? And we'll kind of find out, you know, when you guys are opening up, if you're going to be going there at some point as well. Coaster ride at Knoxbury Farm because of those stupid shin guards. Again, coaster rider, the shin guards, you really don't understand the hate until you ride them. So that's from James and Benton Brightwell as well, also saying the same as well. We've got another one for Vekoma SLC, another things as well. So yeah, Vekomas are coming up a lot. We've also got Blondes on Tour as well. Fantastic Instagram channel there. So get on, have a look at theirs there. T3 because it's a prototype SLC with horrible trains as well. What are the most difficult places to take photos? I wouldn't say difficult, but the worst rides for taking photos of are actually wooden coasters because you just don't really kind of get a really good picture that shows off in on screen or on phone or picture. You know, you can see this fantastic thing in front of you, but actually when you look at it afterwards as well, it just doesn't quite work. So for me, wooden coasters are quite difficult as well. There's some rides where I just can't get a decent photo of as well. So, but yeah, and also what's difficult as well, it could be the actual weather itself. So when I went to Leesburg, the actual photos I wasn't very happy with because the weather was so bad. It was raining and thunderstorms, and unfortunately, you can have the best camera in the world, but if it's you know, the light's not with you that day, you're not going to get very good photos, and a lot of them come out really dark. So it was kind of a lot of editing needed to get them to where we needed to be. So great question, Paul. Thanks for that. Yeah, so there's my answers on them ones as well. Daily coaster pictures. I remember meeting up with you at California Great America. Yes, I do. I remember you guys. And I also posted your photo recently on my other account, and they're going to repost that photo with you in it. So look out for that. So California Great America is going to be posting your photo with the photo with you in it soon. But yeah, great channel there as well, or should we say account there as well. Mike was there too. Yeah, I remember you guys. Thank you for showing me around a little bit. But yeah, it was a great day there. You know, it's really great when you get to these parks and people know who you are and also help you out as well. So we've got Lambo going to get you to join now. 2 seconds, just get you in and then see what questions you've got or even anything that you've got in terms of things. Yep, just adding you in now. Hopefully you'll come through in a second. If not, I'll carry on going. So hopefully you, 2 seconds, just try and get you in again. Let's try that one more time. So Joker at Six Flags, because I never know if I'm going to roll or normal. Yeah, I've got another one there as well. Hello. How you doing?
Good.
Good, good. Where are you based? Where are you from?
I'm from America.
You're from America. How's things there?
Pretty good.
Yeah, good. What's your home park?
Huh?
What's your home park?
Six Flags.
Six Flags, which one?
Great Adventure.
Oh, okay. Great park. So what's your question?
So what's your favorite Six Flags ride? Like the one at Great Adventure?
El Toro.
El Toro? Mine is King the Car.
Yeah. There's a reason why I went with El Toro over Kinder Car, because unfortunately, if you don't sit at the front of Kinder Car, you don't get a great ride.
Yeah.
So for me, I preferred Top Fuel Dragster over that because of that reason. But it's still a fantastic achievement to go that fast and that high on a roller coaster, isn't it?
Yeah, I went on to El Toro. I sat in the front. It scared the lights out of me. Scared the living daylights out of me.
Yeah.
The drop is so scary.
Yeah. It's such a smooth coaster as well for a wooden coaster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So smooth.
Yeah. So what would you say would be the worst coaster that you've been on?
Probably this one at Universal or something. I forgot.
What, Rip Ride Rocket?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. It is quite rough, isn't it? If you get, especially towards the back of the train.
It's like, yeah, because my seat, the thing where it closes you in, it was like loose.
Yeah.
I felt like I was gonna fall out of my seat.
Yeah, the trains themselves are not very good at all. It's a great marketing ploy, but other than that, it's not the greatest at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Any more questions?
No, I think that should be it.
Awesome. Thank you for joining.
It was nice meeting you.
And you, no problem at all. Thank you for joining the live stream and thank you for following.
Yeah.
Speak to you soon. Stay safe.
I follow your account on Instagram.
Yes, no problem at all. Stay safe as well while you're out.
All right, you too.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
There we go. So we had another person join. Great Adventures at El Toro Rocks. It's a fantastic roller coaster. It really is. And we've got Kinder Car also as well. So yeah, hello guys. Thank you for joining the live stream. We are doing kind of questions and answers, but at the same time, we're also doing the world's worst roller coasters voted for by you guys. So I'm just carrying on going through these as well. So we've still got Rob F from Netherlands. It's said Condor, Wallaby Holland just hurts everything in sight, which I agree. So we've got Janice at 1997. The Walking Dead, the ride, because it took over a much better ride. Again, I thought it was okay. It's a shame that they kind of put it up so things. I'm going to have to go because it's having an early night. No problem at all. Thank you for staying safe, and I'll see you soon. Right then, let's get someone else in. Let's see if we can get some more people in. So we've got Stampede at Portaventura. Again, like I said before, it's one of the worst rides and the one that's bruised me the most before as well. Hello, how you doing?
Hi, how you doing?
I am good, thank you. How are you?
Good.
Good. What have you got a question, or have you got like an input in terms of the worst coasters in the world, or?
Yeah, I got a question. I like the Six Flags America park. The new ride's coming soon. It's called Harley Quinn Spin Sanity.
Yeah.
But then but then it got caused in the coronavirus outbreak.
Yeah.
During this 2020 season.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be put on hold then for next year now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In 2021, I can't wait.
Yeah, there's a lot of parks, and I think rightly so have said that they're going to kind of release a lot of them for next year, and I think that's probably the right thing to do.
Right.
Yeah, I think from a marketing point of view, and like a lot of the parks have said, they want to give the opportunity to put to actually showcase it as it should be, and I don't think they'll be able to do this with a limited resource.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? I mean, you know, it's a shame of what's going on at the moment. The thing is, we're all safe, you know, and that's the great thing. That's the main thing. The parks we want to get back to. We are missing them, but we need to be safe at the same time. So yeah, but yeah, hopefully you get there soon though.
Sure do. All right, you stay safe, sir.
See you later. Thank you for joining the live stream. Stay safe. Speak to you soon. Bye.
You too, sir.
Bye. Bye. There we go. Another one. Join, you're more than welcome to and ask a question. I'll be more than happy to try and get you guys in as well. So we've had about 5 so far. So 5 fantastic questions there as well. So let's just keep going through, guys. I did get a lot come through. So Reese, thank you so much for joining us there as well. Thanks for that great question as well. Thank you for following. So we've got Infusion at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I think there's a thing here. So I think we've got 2 standouts really. Let's keep going though. So we've got Barry Baster, I think it is, the first SLC Condor at Wallaby Holland. Yeah, again, absolutely rubbish kind of ride, head banging, bang, you know, everything there as well. Turbo at Brighton Pier. The rock hard restraints is painful, and it's you know, it's just, it looks good, but other than that, it's not a great as well. It's one of them really old type of rides with just the bar kind of things as well. So not a great one, but if you haven't seen it, have a look at that as well. So Swamp Fox says, Google it, the most painful coaster in the world. So while I'm just going to have a quick look at that, I haven't got a clue. Swamp Fox POV. Let's have a quick look, see if it comes up with anything. Okay, so I've got something up here. So yeah, let's get Coaster Force going on here. So let's get this going so I can have a quick look at the same time. I've never, so it's a wooden coaster. I think Condor is funny. There's people love it. There is people still love it there as well. So we've got Garden State Thrills, a new follower. Hopefully you're enjoying the pictures that I'm posting. So Pirates Hideaway at Casino Pier, painful and a missed opportunity with theming. So I can probably see why this ride's bad as it is just from looking at it. It's an old wooden coaster. So yeah, so Swamp Fox there as well. So yeah, let's quickly pause that because I can tell now why straight away. Grand National, so Coaster Posts, Grand National, my friends cried because of how rough it was and got a headache. Wow, you shouldn't be able to go on a roller coaster and be that bad as well. Patreon at California Great Adventure. The brakes run is hideous. The ride is short, not intense, and still rough. I slightly disagree there. Jets for Life. You know, I didn't think it was that bad at all, but you know, that's what your personal opinion. So Jack's says Stamps Jack saw the ride. Yeah, I don't like it at all. There's many. You know, it can be so painful sometimes. The last 2 inversions just don't line up with each other. They really don't. So when you do get run into that brake run, you're in so much pain, you just want to get off it. So someone, Coaster Geek Goliath at Six Flags New England. It's extremely rough and not enjoyable at all. So yeah, that is it, guys. We've got 20 seconds left to go. That is all my things for the moment. Hope you've enjoyed this live stream. Thank you so much for watching. This will be going on YouTube very soon. So if you don't follow me on YouTube, Thrillridesphotography, get on there, follow me, and this video will be on there, and then join us for the next one. Speak to you all soon on the next one, and I'll catch your ass.